No one is going to give you the education you need to overthrow them. Nobody is going to teach you your true history, teach you your true heroes, if they know that that knowledge will help set you free. Theory without practice is just as incomplete as practice without theory. Nobody in the world, nobody in history, has ever gotten their freedom by appealing to the moral sense of the people who were oppressing them. We need to be weapons of mass construction, weapons of mass love. It's not enough just to change the system. We need to change ourselves. And if I know anything at all, it's that a wall is just a wall and nothing more at all. It can be broken down. Love is contraband in hell, 'cause love is an acid that eats away bars. But you, me, and tomorrow hold hands and make vows that struggle will multiply. The hacksaw has 2 blades. The shotgun has 2 barrels. We are pregnant with freedom. We are a conspiracy. Dreams and reality are opposites. Action synthesizes them. If we are not committed to saving this earth, we will be buying designer air filters and gas masks with little Nike swishes on them. The methods of peaceful protests are not capable of being effective, because in reality most people pay little attention to things that are not abrasive. I believe in living, I believe in birth, I believe in the sweat of love and in the fire of truth, and I believe that a lost ship, steered by tired, seasick sailors, can still be guided home to port. Part of being a revolutionary is creating a vision that is more humane. That is more fun, too. That is more loving. It's really working to create something beautiful. Imperialism is the underlying motor of racism. The underlying reason that racism keeps on being promoted in all of its various forms. We're living in a very tricky world, and unless we become analytical and expose the technology, people will become sucked into that. It is very easy, it is very, very easy. A revolutionary woman can't have no reactionary man. If he's not about liberation, if he's not about struggle, if he ain't about building a strong black family, if he ain't about building a strong black nation, then he ain't about nothing. Peace is a rare gift. Peace of mind, peaceful sleeps, and peaceful spirits are all luxuries that few rebels can ever afford. I don't have to live up to that superwoman myth. I can cry and be human and lean on people who take care of me. That can be very liberating. Hip-hop can be a very effective way to reach young people and teach them about current political and social issues. I've always been a student of different ways of looking at the world, different religions. That's been part of my survival mechanism, and also part of my curiosity as a person. Freedom. You askin' me about freedom. I'll be honest with you. I know a whole more about what freedom isn't than about what it is, 'cause I've never been free. I can only share my vision with you of the future, about what freedom is. People get used to anything. The less you think about your oppression, the more your tolerance for it grows. After a while, people just think oppression is the normal state of things. But to become free, you have to be acutely aware of being a slave. In the long run, the people are our only appeal. The only ones who can free us are ourselves. We're taught at such an early age to be against the communists, yet most of us don't have the faintest idea what communism is. Only a fool lets somebody else tell him who his enemy is. When you go through all your life processing and abusing your hair so it will look like the hair of another race of people, then you are making a statement, and the statement is clear. It is only for the sake of those without hope that hope is given to us. If you're deaf, dumb, and blind to what's happening in the world, you're under no obligation to do anything. But if you know what's happening and you don't do anything but sit on your ass, then you're nothing but a punk. People think that in order for something to work, it has to be complicated, but a lot of times the opposite is true. We usually reach success by putting the simple truths that we know into practice. We had to learn that we're beautiful. We had to relearn something forcefully taken from us. We had to learn about Black power. People have power if we unite. We learned the importance of coming together and being active. I'm not quite sure what freedom is, but I know damn well what it ain't. How have we gotten so silly, I wonder? We usually reach success by putting the simple truths that we know into practice. To become free, you have to be acutely aware of being a slave. ASSATAShakur, born Joanne Deborah Byron, July 16, 1947, in Flushing, Queens, New York City. She lived for 3 years with her mother, school teacher Doris E. Johnson, and retired grandparents, Lula and Frank Hill. In 1950, Shakur's parents divorced and she moved with her grandparents to Wilmington, North Carolina. After elementary school, Shakur moved back to Queens to live with her mother and stepfather. Her mother had remarried. She attended Parsons Junior High School. Shakur still frequently visited her grandparents in the South. Her family struggled financially and argued frequently. Shakur spent little time at home. She often ran away, staying with strangers and working for short periods of time. Until she was taken in by her mother's sister Evelyn A. Williams, a civil rights worker who lived in Manhattan. Shakur has said that her aunt was the heroine of her childhood, as she was constantly introducing her to new things. She said that her aunt was very sophisticated and knew all kinds of things. She was right up my alley because I was forever asking all kinds of questions. I wanted to know everything. Williams often took the girl to museums, theaters, and art galleries. ASSATAShakur is an American political activist who was a member of the Black Liberation Army (BLA). In 1977, she was convicted in the first-degree murder of State Trooper Werner Forster during a shootout on the New Jersey Turnpike in 1973. She escaped from prison in 1979 and is currently wanted by the FBI, with a $1 million reward for her apprehension.